22. The sun shall the sun shall be no more your light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto you, but the Most High shall be unto you an everlasting light, and your light and your Elohim your glory. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself, for the Most High shall be your everlasting light, and the days of your mourning shall be ended. See, this is when we're off in the land, family. When we're living there in Shalom. Everybody has their everything they need, and praising the Most High. It's nothing better. Eating and having enough to eat, spending time with your family and friends, making new family and friends, just traveling all the time, getting to meet and hearing other folks' testimony about the Most High. Hallelujah. Enjoy seeing your generation and the next generation taught by the Most High, which the text says your children will be taught by the Most High in the text. And that's the whole goal, family, so that we will be able to see the Most High in our children's lives like we've experienced in our own lives. Your people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the works of my hands, that I may be glorified. And he's definitely going to be glorified, family, because all the nations are going to come and pay homage and pay tithes. Praise the Most High. Honoring the Most High. That's what it's all about. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Most High, will hasten it in its time. And yes, we just went over this script in a couple of recordings back, and we call that I will do it in its time. I think that was the name of it. But this is what the Most High is busy doing now. He's turning the small family into 1,000, and the small one into a strong nation, and putting us back into our land, and bringing all the nations around to praise the Most High, to worship the Most High along with us. And then we looked at Zechariah, and this is the main script in Zechariah. I want to read it separately. In time, which we just said, he's going to make it happen in his own time. Throughout that land, now this is before we get to our land. This is happening while we're in the lands of our captivity, which we just spoke about. Throughout that land, says Adonai, 2/3 of those in it will be destroyed. They will die, but 1/3 will remain. I will bring that 1/3 through the fire, will refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. That's what we're going through now. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. I will say, this is my people. And each one of them will say, the Most High is my Elohim. Why did they break that up and say each one of them would say, family? That's easy, because he just said he's going to test them. He will refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. That's each piece. That's not a whole bunch of gold at one time and testing it all at one time. No, we're all being individually tested to make sure we're able to go on out into the land to be this 1/3. And each one will say, the Most High is my Elohim. Just as I heard a ox speaking on, he gave the idea that the Most High deals with us individually. And this is what it's saying. You have a personalized relationship with the Most High. You don't you're not going to be judged by the works your whole church do, by what your church does, or what your assembly does, or what your pastor does, or what your teachers does. No, he's going to judge you for what he called you to do. And speaking of, let's go on and read the whole text. But I had to put that out there first because that's very important. And Zechariah 13 itself says, idolatry cut off. And this is the testing. Yes, it is. This is the refining process. In that day, a fountain shall be opened for the house of Yahshua, for the house of Dawid, and for the inhabitants of Jerusalem, for sin and for uncleanness. So it says a fountain. That means a way, an opportunity to be cleansed. And that was Yahusha when the blood was shed, the Mashiach. Yeah, that's good. It said, in that day a fountain shall be opened for the house of Yahshua, house of David Dawid, and for the inhabitants of Jerusalem, for sin and for uncleanness. Yeah, that's the shedding of Yahusha's blood. That's the only fountain that can be opened at this time, or could have been open for sin and for uncleanness. It shall be in that day, says the Most High of Hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols from the land. And what's going on now? Exposure going on over here, over there, everywhere. Everybody's triflingness is being exposed. But let's continue. And they shall no longer be remembered. I will also cause the prophets and the unclean spirits to depart, or the unclean ruachs to depart from the land. Same thing. The text says that judgment starts at the Most High's house. It shall come to pass that if anyone still prophesies, then his father and mother who begot him would say to him, you shall not live because you have spoken lies in the name of the Most High. And his father and mother who begot him shall thrust him through when he prophesies. They're going to unalive him. And it shall be in that day that every prophet will be ashamed of his vision. When he prophesies, they will not wear a robe of coarse hair to deceive. But he will say, I am no prophet. I am a farmer, for a man taught me to keep cattle from my youth. And one would say to him, what are these wounds between your arms? Then he will answer, but the whole point is they're not trying to prophesy. They don't want to be put on blast no more because they prophesying lies. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd. Against the man who is my companion. Like I said, it starts in the Most High's house. Says the Most High host, strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. Then I will turn my hand against the little ones. And it shall come to pass in all the land, says the Most High, that 2/3 in it shall be cut off and die, but 1/3 shall be left in it. Now this is another version, pardon me. I will bring 1/3 through the fire, will refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. I will say, this is my people, and each one shall say, the Most High is my Elohim. Remember, each one will say, hallelujah. And now we get to the good part. And that's Psalms 24. The King of glory and his kingdom. The earth is the Most High's, and the fullness thereof, the world and those who